see more trouble. You'll see always more problem. The peace is in peace. Ruhe. Ruhe ist im Ruhe. And in satisfaction. Zufriedenheit. Und das ist leider, was wir nicht haben dort bei uns. Die Zufriedenheit. You see the poverty here, Armut, you see the malnutrition, you see dirt, you see everything. But some kind of Zufriedenheit. We went to that village in Kankona. Now those people are poor farmers, they have nothing. They are suffering, sick, scrawny, thin, but some they are satisfied. By us, they get out of a Mercedes, they live in a comfortable house, they have millions on the side, but they are depressed. And this thing, to have a thing, to have things and not to be able to enjoy them is the biggest curse. That's why sometimes I think to not to have is even better, because you are satisfied with very small things. When I was in Delhi, still young, I used to study these things, after I passed my DMS, I used to study shoemaker, sitting without the top. Summer, 40 degrees, 42 degrees, under a big neem tree, warm, cold, cool, very heavy shade, and repairing shoes. Hot breeze blowing, hot. But he's singing and smiling and making the shoes. I mean, how could you smile with this warm air blowing on you? You have nothing on top. You don't even know if you get your night meal. Struggling. So there is a lot of blessing in simplicity and poverty also. The sogenannte material Armut, it's also a blessing. I don't mean we need to have it. All should have enough to eat and live. All. This should be our desire and wish and prayer. That, hey God, give everybody enough. They should have a cover on their head. But to accumulate, to collect brings diseases. And always the diseases are when you don't know what to do with your money. What next? And when you die, whether you are rich, whether you are poor, it is the same. Hands are like this. There is nothing in the hand, not even 5 rapan. And nobody can take anything. Even the strongest of the Naxvomika or aurums or lycopodiums, who are scared of existence, who are scared of losing money, they can carry anything along. They have to leave everything here. When we have these kind of lectures and lessons right in front of our eyes, when will we learn? We have to learn to be simple at heart, simple in the soul, less complicated. It's okay. Live well, do for others something social, something kind, net, gentle, something which will give your soul the satisfaction that you are doing something for your soul. You are not doing for others, you are doing it for your soul. Soul is happy when we are giving, when we are doing. And I tell you, the biggest satisfaction, I have never in my life, once in my consciousness, looked for money, material. I have also visited countries in Europe, very poor, like Poland. And they could give me very little money. They could hardly pay my air ticket. I went. Never was the discussion on how much I earned, how much, but God gave me enough. Always I had enough to live, enough, and that's what we need. How much to exist? Otherwise, we think, what are we doing with our lives? You know, if you are a bank director of CSS or UBS, and you have all the time mental hemorrhoids and fissuren and aneurysm, überall, what are we going to make out of this life, and for what are we yearning? So my friends, to be a homeopath gives you a chance to love the spirit. Love the spirit, your spirit will love you. And when spirit is happy, God is happy with you. And that's what we need to please our God in us. First, if I am happy, I can radiate happiness. I can give you happiness. And if I am all the time caught up in my mess and have tics and, if I am busy with my problem, I cannot help anybody. And these problems begin with material. Collecting and all the time looking for it. Wait. What will you do? I mean, you need 2 chapatis or some rice and dal to live. And what will you do with a big table with 30 things on it? I mean, are you a cow? What will you do? So let's make our life simple. And I learned a lot from B.K. Bose, how to live simple. I saw him eating. I saw him living in a house. Wow. He had so much money, he earned so much. He was the son of a rich man. But in the end, he was lying on a wooden bench where he died. Very simple house.